morning, everybody. It is an awesome Sunday in Hudson River Park, and we are back at the AVP-NYC 2016. So, I meant 16. Do you remember this guy from last year? Do you remember Tony in AVP First? Well, that's his co-director right there, Marty.
G'day.
That's right. Yeah, he said g'day because he's from Australia. AVP First is back in New York, and this year they brought a tournament with them. So on Saturday, which was the second day of the AVP tournament, they hosted a juniors tournament to then get those young ladies an opportunity to go to the AVP National Championship, where, guess what, they are playing on the main stage here in NYC with all the big boys like Billy Klinsky over here, Phil Dahlhauser and Nick Lucena on the court down there. So we're back to follow up with these guys and find out, how has the development gone, A, B, how fun has it been this year?
It's outstanding. You know, we last year in 2015 was a lot of planning, organization, building relationships. Last year we had a handful of qualifying events that fed into the first ever national championship program. This year we have 15 regionalized larger events all across the country, and the top teams from all of those receive bids and invitations to come compete in Hermosa Beach the first week of August in the second annual AVP First National Championships.
So think about that. Your kids get an opportunity at Hermosa Beach to be on the main stage with the big ones. So, Marty, I didn't get an opportunity to meet you last year. This is my first year meeting you, and I was there with the training with you that you had with the kids. You said that these were some of the best kids that you've seen compared to last year. How has the grassroots effort, from your eyes as one of the trainers, been with these young kids?
Oh, it was great, to be honest. It was really, really good. The level was great, and I guess for me, what I look for as a coach is kids who are just really, really coachable. They want to take feedback on board and implement it and try new things. And the kids here were just, I guess, hanging on every word. All the coaches just, gave really good feedback about how they were just willing to try new things and give it a go. And yeah, it was just, a really fun night for the training.
Now, the two of you I know have huge plans for AVP First. You've already started with a phenomenal tournament. You had a great national tournament last year. You're gonna have another one this year. What are you looking at in terms of, I don't want to say turnover, but number improvement and program improvement?
So the championship platform and the tournament platform is just one phase of the program that we're beginning to implement. We're working on developing coaching education, training modules. We're planning to open our first year-round academy for training. We'll have the highest level coaching that kids can get. We're starting a beach club affiliate program that we're partnering with existing beach clubs to increase their programming and bring resources to their table as well. So there's a lot of exciting things happening as we move forward.
And I think it's about just setting the standards really high. Like our tournaments, we're really looking to, I guess, be the benchmark tournaments. And the same thing with our clubs and any of our programs. So I guess we're, starting off slowly, but we're building things. But when we deliver something, we want it to be at the highest possible standard.
Now, one of the other things that I've appreciated so far, and a lot of you know that I'm a coach here in the area, is the attention to detail. It's not just a giant camp for camp's sake. It's actually a camp for kids' sake. They make sure that the age levels are appropriate, and the verbiage and the guidance is incredible. I know the amount of planning that went into that was ridiculous. How did you tailor it? Because you had really, really young kids to start. And then you had, of course, young kids like these teenagers out here playing on the main stage. How did you tailor it so that it wasn't too difficult for the young kids?
I think it's experience, to be honest. And I guess last year when I started with AVP First, Tony asked me to put together a drills library. And then over the course of about 3 or 4 weeks, kind of writing down every drill that I do, I then spent a whole week videotaping them and sent them back to Tony. And kind of realized that there's actually, I guess I'm one of a few coaches, and we have such a large amount of drills. It's really easy when you see the level to go, all right, I'm just going to pull that one and that one. And I guess for me, the attention to detail it's about giving the athletes an opportunity to achieve success. So I guess assessing their level and going, well, if we do this drill, they'll be able to achieve success and improve, and that's what keeps athletes going and keeps them in the sport is, you know, incrementally getting better and seeing themselves make improvements. So,
and one of the things we pride ourselves on is really like human and youth development through beach volleyball. We're not out here just to develop volleyball skills. We're out here to develop healthy, competent, positive human beings. So we base our training and our structure not so much on age, but on skill level. So you might have a 15-year-old beginner that's partnered up with a 12-year-old beginner or an 18-year-old first-year player in a group of younger kids just because that's where their skill level is at, and because that way they can develop and take each step together. So it's not really about putting all the 12-year-olds together and having this vast variety of skill levels. It's about matching kids up that are at the same development stage and then pushing those groups together to the next development stage.
And I think I'd add to that, just, you know, at the center of all of the platform is the athletes at the center. And it's how can that platform assist the athlete to grow? So, you know, whether it's a training session or a tournament or, you know, a beach club, the athletes, their priorities are our priorities, and everyone around them, they're at the middle, and everyone's around them to help them. And that's it.
So you heard it from the men themselves. I also wanted to get head training coach Tracy out here, who's a former AVP player herself, phenomenal person. And they've had some great coaches. Some of the beach coaches from down in Alabama came up and helped this weekend also. Telling you folks, I told you last year, I'm going to tell you again this year, if you get an opportunity to come out to an AVP tournament and you have your kids with you and they're of the ages of, say, 9 and above, bring them out. Register them to try out the clinic. It'll open your eyes, it'll open their eyes, and it'll give them another avenue, some way to get themselves into college, and it, without a doubt, empower them to the future. So once again, folks, say hi to Tony and Marty.
Thanks
Give it up for
time.
AVP First, and hopefully we'll see you at next year's tournament also.
We'll be back.
Thank you.